everybody, welcome to this week's art lesson. This week we're looking at a contemporary Portuguese artist called Paula Rego. Paula Rego is contemporary, meaning she's still alive and making art today. In fact, you can see some of her incredible artwork on display at Tate Britain, and she has a show that's on until mid-October, so if you'd like to see it, if you haven't already, do hurry along over the Halloween holidays before that finishes. Paula Rego said as a child that she was scared of everything. She had a really active imagination. She loved to listen to stories that her grandmother would read to her. The art that she makes today is still very much influenced by those nursery stories and folk tales that she listened to as a child. Storytelling is actually a really important part of Paula's artworks. Her artworks tell stories. They have messages. And that's what I want to encourage you to think about when you make your responses to her paintings and drawings and collages today. I have enlisted the help of one of my year sixes who has made a collage to give you an idea of the sorts of things that you might want to communicate through the work you create. It's not limited to collage. You can, of course, draw. You could, if you feel inspired, take one of your favourite nursery stories, folk tales, tales from mythology, and make an illustration, a painting about that, putting your own unique twist on it. What do the characters look like in your imagination? How are you going to communicate their particular personalities? Let's take a look at some of Paula's artworks. Paula Rego expresses quite strange interpretations of people, their relationships, and life in general in her art, which ranges from painting to print, abstract and representational. These are a selection of popular nursery rhymes which she has reinterpreted. The characters, to me, seem so expressive, curiously sharp, and rather unnerving. They make me a bit nervous. But you know, that's what the authors of these tales, like Hans Christian Andersen and the Brothers Grimm, wanted to achieve, to make them memorable, to allow them to live on in our imaginations and our collective memory. This is a reinterpretation of Hey Diddle Diddle, the Cat and the Fiddle. And the cat really does take centre stage. That little dog here is laughing quite giddily in the foreground. Little Miss Muffet, for example, was made in response to a request from Paula's grandchild, who did not seem at all distressed, as Paula recalls, by the enlarged spider and adult face. Paula has long been inspired by many subjects, including songs, her own nightmares, newspaper stories and sights in the street. Her early collages, like this one made during the 1960s, often included a variety of different images telling different stories of life going on around her. They're very political, meaning she had strong opinions about who held positions of power in Portugal, and often she disagreed with these leaders and what they did, their methods of control. Today, Lana makes a collage that reflects something which is happening in the world, which she feels strongly about. You, in your artworks, will be able to reflect your own feelings about perhaps a new story, a family story, or a favourite fiction story, nursery rhyme, for example, through your artwork. You may already have ideas, but if not, you could talk to someone in your family, research on the internet, or get a copy of today's newspaper and cut out stories that catch your eye. Paula Rego once said, interestingly, making a painting can reveal things you kept secret from yourself. Meaning, sometimes we don't truly know what we think about something, what we really honestly believe about a subject, a story, until we begin to make art about it, thinking about it, responding to it. Perhaps you might want to simply select a scene from your favourite nursery rhyme or poem, one that always stuck out to you as a bit strange, potentially unnerving or frightening. Like poor little Miss Muffet, scared by that spider while she ate her curds and whey. Maybe it's a Roald Dahl story, because I think his lend themselves well to quite surreal and expressive illustrations. Enjoy watching Lana's collage take place. This is a story ongoing in our newspapers, the focus of the recent summit in Glasgow that she really cares about. Think about what motivates you. Think about what matters to you. And I'd be really keen for you to share your work with us at this email address. Good luck, artists!